Good morning, dear students. In last or previous lecture, we can sing two examples of homogeneity principle. Okay, but we don't know what is homogeneity principle. So here I can write this principle. The principle says that if the dimensions of left hand side of an equation are equal to the dimension of right hand side of the equation, then the equation is dimensionally correct. We already seen in our examples. Okay, so mathematically we can write left hand side is equal to right hand side in square bracket. Okay, so students, our next topic is dimensions and its application. So this is the most relevant and interesting topic in this chapter, and this is also important in your examination. Okay, so shall I start? Okay, fine. So dimensions of any physical quantity are those power which are raised on fundamental units to express its unit. Okay, the applications of dimensions are to check the accuracy of physical equations. Second one is to change a physical quantity from one system of units to another system of units. And the third one is to obtain the relation between different physical quantities. So students, our next topic is dimensional formula of some physical quantities. Okay, we already seen most of physical quantity, but we listed those quantities and some new. Okay, so shall we start? Okay, fine. So here you can write some number, then physical quantity, then its SI unit means standard unit, then dimensional formula. Okay, so first we take area. So area is measured in meter. So meter into meter, meter square. So SI unit of area is meter square. So physical quantity of area, the dimensional formula is L square. Okay, so here we take another example, area, then volume. Volume is measured in meter cube. Okay, so the dimensional formula of volume is L raised to cube or L raised to power 3. Now third one, we take velocity. So we already know that velocity is measured in meter per second. So SI unit of velocity is meter per second. So the dimensional formula of velocity is L into T raised to power minus 1 or T raised to minus 1. Okay. Now another example is, or another physical quantity is acceleration. So acceleration is nothing but it is the change in velocity with respect to time. So acceleration measured in meter per second square. So the dimensional formula of acceleration is L to T raised to minus 2. Okay. Now we take another physical quantity, that is force. So the formula of the force from the Newton's second law is F equals to ma. So here m is nothing but it is the mass of the given object or mass of any object, and a is acceleration. So mass is measured in kilogram and acceleration measured in meter per second square. So the unit of force is kilogram into meter per second square or Newton. Okay, capital N. So The dimensional formula of the force is kilogram m1 meter L1 m1 L1 and second is t raised to minus 2. Okay. Now here we take another physical quantity, that is work or energy. So the formula of work is W is equal to force into, or work is equal to force into displacement. So force, the unit of force is from this equation or from this unit, kilogram meter per second square, and the d is the displacement measured in meter, so we can write meter. So the unit of work is kilogram meter into meter, meter square divided by second square. So the dimensional formula of work or energy is nothing but it is equal to m1 L2 t raised to minus 2. Now write down all this physical quantity and its SI unit and its dimensional formula. Okay. Now we take another physical quantity, that is power. Okay. So power is nothing but it is the work per unit time or work per time. So we know that the equation of work, that is force into displacement. Okay. Time is already given. So from the Newton's second law, the equation of the force is F equals to m into A, and D is already given. So here m is mass of an object, A is the acceleration, D is the displacement, and T is the time. Okay, so you can write down the SI unit of the power. So m is kilogram, A is acceleration, so the unit of acceleration is meter per second square, and the displacement unit is meter, and the time unit is second. So combinedly we can write kilogram meter into meter is meter square divided by, so this is given, this is going to up in downward. Okay, so second square into second is second cube. So the SI unit of power is kilogram meter square per second cube. Another SI unit we can write down from this equation. Work is, the SI unit of work is joule, and the SI unit of time is second. So we can write joule per second also, or we can write watt also. Okay, so the dimensional formula of the power is m1 L2 t raised to minus 3. Okay. Now another physical quantity is pressure. So pressure is nothing but it is the force per unit area. Okay, so the equation of force is m into A from the Newton's second law, and area is as it is. So m is kilogram mass. Okay, so and A is acceleration meter per second square, and area is measured in meter square. Okay, so we can get here m into m1 and 1m cancel, and second square go to downward, then we get kilogram meter into second square. Okay, so the dimensional formula of the pressure is m1 L raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 2. From this SI we take another quantity or another physical quantity, density. Okay, so density symbol is rho. So the formula of density is mass per unit volume. Okay, so mass is measured in kilogram and volume is measured in meter cube. Okay, so kilogram per meter cube, the SI unit of the density, and the dimensional formula of the density is m1 or m raised to power 1 m raised to cube. So m raised to cube means meter cube, so L raised to minus 3 and T raised to 0, because here density is not depend on time, so it is dimensionless. Time here is dimensionless. Now write down. Okay. The 10th is linear momentum. Or impulse. So the linear momentum is nothing but it is m into mass into velocity. Okay, so mass is measured in kilogram and velocity is measured in meter per second. Okay, so the dimensional formula of the impulse or linear momentum is m1 L1 t raised to minus 1. Okay. Now here we can find interesting things, that is gravitational constant. So gravitational constants comes from the gravitational force acting on any object on the earth. Okay. So from the gravitational constant find out from the equation F is equal to G m1 into m2 upon r square. Here m1 m2 is the mass of the different object and r is the distance between these two objects, and G is the gravitational constant and F is the gravitational force. So now we object the gravitational constant, then we get G is equal to F into r square divided by m into m square. Suppose the mass of the two object is are same. Okay, so we can take m square, combinedly we can write m square. Now here we can define different physical quantity units. So F is nothing but it is mass into acceleration, and r is as it is distance square upon m square. Here 1m is cancelled. Okay, so we can write acceleration into distance square divided by m. So a is nothing but it is acceleration. We can write the unit of acceleration meter per second square, and here is distance square, so here is meter square divided by mass. So mass is measured in kilogram. Okay, so combinedly we can write m into m raised to q divided by second is going to downward second square into kilogram. So the SI unit of the gravitational constant is meter cube. So we can write m raised to minus 1 L raised to cube and T raised to minus 2. Okay. Or also we can write the SI unit of gravitational constant is force is measured in Newton and r square is meter square by kilogram square. Okay, so we can write the unit of gravitational constant is Newton into meter square by kilogram square also. Okay. So students, I hope you understood all the physical quantities and its units and its dimensional formula. It is very useful in your examination part, okay, in SQ or in VSQ or in MCQs. Okay, thank you.